Gundam plastic model kits are expensive, about as expensive as official LEGO sets. If I can't afford Bandai Gunpla and I also can't afford genuine LEGO, what's a cheap toy collector to do? Enter Infinite Mecha. These rip-off Gundam designs are in position to destroy the enemy mechs. Are these 4-inch brand-compatible bricks new type approved, or is the quality a bright slap to the face? Let's find out in today's BrickScore review. This is the high-powered mecha line from 4-inch bricks, and I have 3 out of 4 sets. Why only 3? Well, the 4th one was out of stock when I bought this, so yeah. First, let's talk about the build experience. They came in these beat-up boxes which have definitely seen better days. Good thing the bricks inside were unscathed. Each box had the pieces in plastic bags which were not numbered. That means you pour everything out for the build. I used plastic trays to keep a somewhat organized build area, but this is a personal preference. The instructions were a fold-out brochure type, but these are infinitely easier, pun intended, to work with than the Sembo brochures because the left-to-right arrangement makes much more sense than a columnar order. The build design was stable and there are no obviously flawed segments, which gets a big thumbs up from me. That's not to say that these mechs are perfect, but definitely better than some others in this price range. More on that later in the value score section. For now, let's take a closer look at the mechs individually and later as a group. First up is the most Gundam-esque of the lineup. If the Ale Strike Gundam and the Gundam Barbatos had a child, it would be this robot. Let's call him Ale Strike Barbatos or ASB. Like the rest of the mech, he stands shy of 7 inches tall if you don't count the wings. He is armed with a trusty, if a little basic, beam rifle. ASB also sports a significantly sized shield on his left arm. The markings on the shield make it more obvious that this was inspired by the Ale Strike. And speaking of the marks here, these are all stickers, no printed piece in this set and all the other ones. And that's fine for the price point, they weren't particularly difficult to apply, which is good. What's not good is the return of the binocular hands to this channel. I hated these on the original Infinite Mechs video and I hate them here as well. They are too easy to pop off and I don't like how it looks. Personally, a custom fist, blocky style would have been perfect even if it's not in the brick-built spirit. There is a lot of articulation on this set and it's actually fun to pose. The arms are easy to fold and the wrist ball joint is serviceable. The torso is on a technique pin that allows it to spin 360 degrees. The legs are on tiny ball joints instead of folding knees, which have a wide degree of freedom that trades stability with flexibility. The mech skirting is on clips and can move a little bit so they are out of the way during posing. The head is brick built and I love how it looks. The huge IBO style horn is here and the shaping is achieved creatively. The back has this Ale Striker looking assembly, but unfortunately the pins can't hold up the weight of the plate. This chest panel folds down to reveal the use of the mech armor frame. You can remove the head and neck assembly and you can replace it with a minifig if you so wish. Here is Luffy having a grand old time. Anime Luffy, not the live action Lego Luffy. That would probably be expensive. And hey, while we are here, I have a bunch of these alt minifigs and I would love to review them, but I'm not sure if anyone is actually interested. Comment down below if you want to see them in a future episode. Up next is the most unique build of the three. I have no idea what this one is supposed to be, but if you do know, please comment down below. I want to give him a name, but let's go through all the parts first. It has 2 pointy weapons that he has underslung his arms. Indeed, a lot of sharp pieces here, so definitely a melee fighter. The V-fin is so large it might as well be a V-shark's fin. I like how this set used stickers to make this brick-built head look like it has a mouth. Randomly, it has this turtle shell protecting its rear end. Articulation is about the same as the Ale Strike Barbatos. And like the first set, this one also has an Ale Striker which looks cool with a tiled look here and the boosters on the back. Okay, so let's see here. Pointy weapons, jetpack booster, primarily colored blue. Let's call him the Sky Piercer Mech. Nice. Our last reviewee is also primarily blue, but a deeper blue than the Sky Piercer. This reminds me a lot of the MS-07D Goof with the collar and shoulders, though the cannon on the back seems non-canon. This mech rocks a larger beam rifle than Ale Strike Barbatos, and indeed our guy here seems much more hard-boiled. I love how cohesive the design is for this one. This might just be my fave in this lineup. The brick-built head looks great and it even has what looks like a pink mono eye. Thick armor shaping of all the limbs make it a tough combatant on the field. I made a mistake on the shins here, can you tell? The shoulder pauldrons don't fall apart easily, they are both cool looking and stable, something that Slaban can definitely learn from. What's also cool are these 2 gigantic cannons on his back. It's a shame that they only point upwards and not forwards. It's attached to the back and there are not enough joints to point them more downwards. Well, in that case, he can just plank and adjust his angle. It could also just be an artillery type weapon that's meant to be fired at ultra high angles. Let's call this mech the Midnight Mirage. And this completes all 3 sets. They look ready for action. Which one is your favorite? Our main man, the ASB? Or do you prefer the Sky Piercer mech? Or maybe the silent but deadly Midnight Mirage? Leave a comment now. So the Infinite Mechs are supposed to be a 4-pack, but I wasn't able to acquire the 4th one. The remaining set looks a lot like the Sazabi piloted by none other than Char Aznable. And coincidentally, we do have an alt brick Sazabi in our mech backlog. Comment down below if you want to see it reviewed in the future. Accessibility. While I prefer instructions in numbered bags, there's nothing wrong with brochures and unmarked bags for small-sized sets. The builds were not particularly difficult, but there weren't any concessions made for accessible assembly either. The stickers were easy to apply using the part separator trick. Average build, average score. Accessibility score of 3 out of 5 stars. Quality. The sets translated their inspirations into brick forms quite well. The quality and clutch power of the bricks were acceptable, but the stickers could be a little stickier. Some of them are already curling up. If this was an anime, the Ailstrike Barbatos is the chosen one in this trio. The design is a mashup that went mostly okay. The Midnight Mirage is an excellent design. He is the brooding Deuteragonist. Appears to be cool and collected, and you can never tell if he will be joining the dark side. I like how the shoulders are built, and I wish other mech brands can do a similar approach. The Sky Piercer is the 3rd member of the group, the weird I don't know what to do with you member of the trio. Quality score of 3 out of 5 stars. Value. I got these for less than $6 each on a local shopping app. Insane value. I'm trying to find an international seller, but they are out of stock on Amazon and they are not on Barrier. If I can find a store that carries them, I will leave a link in the description. For comparison, the My Build frames sell for a lot more, starting at $20 while having less pieces. My Build is a more premium offering, so that is understandable. With that said, the Infinite Mechs provide amazing value for the price. Value score of 5 out of 5 stars. Did you know that we have a Patreon page? Access the BrickScore build diaries where we post behind-the-scenes look at our builds. Participate and pick that brick. Choose which set we will build and review next on the channel. You also get to be a part of our Hall of Alt Brick Heroes and have your names appear in the credits of our videos as valued supporters. Patreons also get early access to our videos as well as the full speed builds of our upcoming sets. So what are you waiting for? Be a Patreon today by clicking the link below. Thank you.